in the middle. And
shit.
then I think this shit probably had like shrooms in it or something, bro. I started seeing like tunnel visuals and shit like that. It was wild.
They're like, damn, yo, we gave him the wrong batch.
So, no, that was my stupid ass. I was like, this ain't shit. Y'all a bunch of bitches.
Yo,
yeah.
The homemade ones though, I think
homemade ones are the best. Fuck you.
I think the first time, like the first edible I ever tried was homemade. And
that makes total sense to me too.
People have no fucking idea about the potency, none of that. Milligrams, like
what the fuck is that?
Yeah. And
1 ounce to 1 cup of butter or one fucking stick of butter.
Clear out your day because it's gonna get you fucked up. It was a brownie. It tasted pretty fucking good too. But being the first time I had it, I want to say it was probably about this big. Woo. And I took a bite, maybe like a quarter of it.
Yeah.
And I want to say I waited like 5-10 minutes maybe, because it's the first time, so I was like, it's gonna hit like weed, right? Like smoking.
And you're waiting for this high, but then it's
So then I was like, all right, fuck it. I ate the other half.
Yeah.
Another 10 minutes goes by, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just eat it all. I ate the whole thing. Next thing you know, I was in the back of a cop car. I was in Devo's pigeon coop.
No way.
I was in the back of a fucking cop car. So look, I went. It was in Norwalk on San Antonio and Union Street. It's like right by the 5 freeway. And I was walking. I was so fucking high that I was just ultra cotton mouth. I didn't want anything we had in the house. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some fucking orange juice. And the liquor store was like a million miles away. That's what it felt like.
Fuck yeah.
So I walked to the liquor store, and I thought they were reading my mind because the cops had some dude pulled over. His bike was off to the side. They had him in the back.
Yeah.
And I went inside the liquor store, completely forgot what the fuck I was there for. And
stuck at the aisle type, like looking at the whole shit, like wow.
So then, got my shit, came back out, and I don't know why. I mean, it's the weed, obviously, but like a dumbass, instead of making a left to go back home, I made it right, and I passed right by the fucking cops that had the dude. So it was a vet, and he was training a rookie. Oh. And I was on parole. But I was like, you know what? I'm good. I didn't fucking do nothing. You know, you start coaching yourself like, nah, you're good. You're good. You didn't do shit. You don't got shit on you.
I ain't high.
I'm not even that high.
Yeah.
So I end up making it right like a dumbass. R&D, what up? I make it right. And the rookie was a young chick. She's like, stop.
Oh, no.
And I just, like a cartoon, I just kept walking. I said, stop. So then she swings in front of me to cut me off, and I'm like, oh shit.
OD already, huh?
She put her arm in front, like she pretty much like, yeah, I'm gonna clothesline you. And I was like, fuck. So then I turn and look because I want to know where her partner is. Is he behind me? Like, is he gonna turn?
Is he about to like literally grab you? Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. But he's just watching to see how, she's classes in session. He wants to see how she's gonna react or whatever. And I was like, stop for what? She's like, because I said. And I was like, I didn't do nothing. And the words aren't, I'm pretty sure I didn't say that, but that's what I meant to say. Because I was so high. And she's like, they end up letting the fucking asshole out of the car. He gets on the bike. But by this time, they had done the whole process, threw all my shit on the hood, my cell phone, blah, 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 right? And then they swapped him out for me.
Wow.
So next thing you know, I'm in the backseat. And then she's giving me a hard time. Why didn't you stop? Blah, blah, blah. Are you on probation or parole? And I said, yeah, I'm on parole.
Yeah.
And she's, why didn't you listen to me? And I was like, because I didn't do anything.
She didn't give you the, you're going to jail tonight.
I don't know. I wouldn't have believed her anyway.
I hate that one, dog. Like,
yeah.
I hope you like jail because that's where you're going tonight.
You fucked up. So I was like, just sitting there and I'm like, damn, are they going to violate my parole? Nah. For this, like, nah, because I didn't stop. No way. So I'm sitting back there. So they let this asshole go. And finally they run my shit. And they're like, all right, look, get the fuck out of here. Next time I see you, do what I say, whatever. Yeah. I go to the hood of the fucking car. My cell phone is gone.
Asshole who they let go took your shit, son?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So he thought I was never gonna see him again.
Yo, is the police department not fucking culpable for this shit?
And they kept my fucking ID.
That's some asshole.
Because, you know, you got to go through the process of getting another one. So just to fuck with me, they kept my ID. So, but I'm like, all right, the ID thing, I'll figure that shit out. But I remember dude's face. I will see you again. I promise you that. So I'm going to say, like, I went, walked down the street, got my boy's phone. Yo, call my phone.
Right.
No answer. Turned it off, whatever. So I was like, all right, fuck. Tried again a couple hours later. Kept trying. Finally, later on in the evening, he picks up. And I was like, look, bro, I just need my phone. Like, I just need the numbers in my phone.
Right.
Just leave it here. You could leave it right here. Won't be no problems, whatever, right?
Right. Oh, but there's gonna be some fucking problems though.
Yo, but at that time, I was like, look, I'm still high, bro, because I ate that whole fucking brownie.
Yo, but your high didn't get killed with the interaction and all that shit? Was that powerful?
Well, it shifted. It went from being like, yeah, I'm high, I want some orange juice, I'm gonna put on a good movie or some shit to like I'm in the movie. I was in the movie. Yeah, so I was like, God damn. So anyway,
what a waste of a fantastic high.
Yeah, so I ended up going to
what up, Bronzik? What up, Jelani? We see y'all.
What up? So I ended up finally get a hold of the dude, and then he starts gangbanging on the phone. This neighborhood, this and that. And I was like,
we ain't coming for no phone.
And I was like, why? That's like a $30, $40 phone, bro. Like, that shit.
See?
Anyway, so I was like,
hey, let me ask you a question though. Was it an Android?
Of course.
Okay.
Hold of the droid, down to the phone.
I can't even get myself to say it. It's so gold. It's so gold.
So I was like, all right, fuck, I'm gonna end up seeing this guy, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like a good 3 or 4 months went by. And right there where I used to live, there's like every hood, there's a 24-hour check cashing, 24-hour donut shop.
PLS.
Yeah, bro,
all
that.
PLS
boom,
live.
Boom. This whole shopping center, I don't think anything ever closed. But it was broad daylight, so I ended up, we went in there to get something. I think it was, this is a little water store, some shit. And there he is. He walks out of the donut shop.
No fucking
Him and
way.
his boys.
Wow.
So while the car's still moving, I got out the car and I told homegirl that I was with, I was like, yo, just wait for me right here. Got out. Bing, 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 bing. He didn't have my phone anymore. But that wasn't the goddamn point. So,
I mean, he had your phone that day.
So after that, get in the car, we take off. And I'm just like, damn, all this because I didn't know the milligrams. All this because I didn't know the dosage.
And just underestimating the power.
The potency, yeah.
Yeah, the power of edibles.
All right, so we're going to set it off with this. We got the homie Tyler in the house.
What is that?
This is Slow and Low Rock and Rye.
Rock and Rye? Are we talking about rye whiskey?
Yes. Yes. We got to get his, we could actually set up your mic too, bro.
Yeah, your mic actually is set up. So, kind of a little directional right there. Try talking right there.
I'm gonna type into YouTube.
Check.
You guys
Hello?
gotta go.
Yeah,
over
hello.
there.
I can hear you. Good. All right. Maybe make his mic a little bit higher so that you can catch him at a distance. Cool. There you go. If that's comfortable for you in that direction.
Good right there?
Yeah, good. There we go. All right, so my man right here brought us some Slow and Low 84. 84, motherfucker.
That's a pre-made whiskey rye cocktail. They used to actually make that stuff back in the day for medicinal purposes.
I mean, I'm seeing a girl with a joint in her mouth. This shit is sexy as fuck already, bro.
That's it.
These are the vibes right here.
That's it. And they used to keep it behind the keep something like that behind the bars in all the bars during Prohibition for when people came in and they were sick or had a cold, or you could actually be prescribed Slow and Low for a cold.
That's dope.
And
The original medicine ball, basically.
That's it. I still drink that to this day when I'm sick.
Wow.
Take it out of the fridge, let it warm up.
Yo.
Yeah, this is.
See what I'm saying, man? We got to move on this level right here, bro.
Funk Freaks, I gotta get you guys in here too. We'll do an interview with you guys. Have you guys spin a little set. We'll get set up. You wanna pop these?
Let's do it, bro.
I feel a little cold coming on. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this shit.
Oh,
wow.
you gotta peel it back. Oh, keep it.
That's classy.
Original, yeah.
That's fucking classy. Salute, my
Pinkies
guy.
up, pinkies up. Sophisticated. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Macho Man Randy Savage, this was for you, baby.
Off the top ropes all the time. Yeah. I feel better already. This shit works. I stand by this.
That was fantastic. It was spicy, actually. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shit. That's Cisco right there. What up, Cisco? We see you, baby. That's my
What up,
boy,
bro?
Street Lens.
We'll get you back in here too, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Last week's interview was a whole ass wave. If you didn't catch that, do catch that. That shit had all the gems you need. You know what I'm saying? Now, as for this one, we just got it started today because we just ran up in this bitch and hit record, or we just hit live, actually.
Here, let's hear that sound.
Hold on. I heard that. That shit was
sounded
sexy.
Sounded lovely.
You heard that? Damn, that pour up was
Yeah,
crazy
you
right
heard
now.
that?
Yeah, I thought it was a sound effect for a
This is
second.
an original. This is an original mixed up cocktail.
Oh man, here.
But before you try it, and you guys have to.
Oh
try
no, we
it,
gotta
you gotta
tell
try this first.
We gotta tell the backstory.
Whoa.
Swole.
Yeah.
That shit is swole.
Forget everything you know about tequila.
Okay, bring it over here.
Let me grab you a glass.
Yeah.
While you drink enough of it, you will forget
No,
everything.
seriously.
Go ahead and sit
You know,
down and
The
talk
moment
us-
I hit this PAX and we turn this bitch on, it's really over. Like,
So all the bad memories that you have of tequila,
and I have many.
we all do.
Once again.
We all
Yes.
do. We have just as many bad memories of tequila as most of us do with Jägermeister.
Oh well, yeah. I could say. Well, you know what, Jaeger and cranberry.
Taz,
I
what
really
up?
used to fuck with that.
Nice. Yeah, Jaeger and cranberry is real nice.
You know, some lime sometimes. That was
a
my
little
shit.
bit of peach schnapps.
Never tried that.
Peach schnapps, cranberry, Jägermeister.
Ooh, that sounds like a
mean,
smacker. Yeah, I like that.
Last night we were doing Jägermeister and Pop Rocks.
Cisco wants to try.
Pop Rocks,
Bars.
Jaeger.
That's bars.
Okay, so don't give it all away too soon.
Hold on. Cisco needs a slow and low.
Yeah.
Okay, Hey, Cisco, we got you, baby. No worries.
Runzik said, "Red man don't fuck with edibles. I had to learn the hard way too." Yeah, bro. I mean, now you pretty much gotta
Come
portion
on.
them out, you know. But today I think we're dabbling in a little bit of everything.
Damn, this shit right here looked like a good rye. Even the bottle. That's why I was like, this is a.
That's why when he said tequila, I was like, "Oh shit."
So
All right, wait, no.
This is a double añejo,
Okay.
2 years, 5-year aged. Two guys wanted to create a friendship and create bonds over friendship, so they went to Mexico. They tried to find the best agave with the best distiller maker, and they came back with this. This is a whiskey drinker's tequila.
Makes sense. Makes perfect
What
fucking
the
sense.
And when you
Motherfuck.
taste it,
Yo,
Yo.
this is a whiskey
So it's like
drinker's
some Don
tequila.
Julio 42
this is
brought
this
to the
is.
whiskey level.
I don't like to say anything is better than because everybody has their own palate.
Facts.
But sorry.
No, the headphones. You can throw the headphones on.
Hey,
You got a
throw
little-
them on, get comfortable, you know.
you got a little bit of beats playing in the back. There you
Gotcha.
go.
I don't like to say anything is better than anything else.
Right.
You know, it's demographic. It's
Yeah.
what you like. It's,
Taste your palate.
you know, some people like, I don't know, whatever. Some people like LL Cool J, some people don't.
Yeah, hey.
And why you wouldn't, I don't know. But anyway, this is $70 as opposed to your Don Julio, as opposed to your high-end $150. And check this out.
Smells crazy, man.
It's got a patch.
Oh, shit! The fuck? Yo, brandy.
Different angles.
Fuck.
Yo, the explosion from different angles.
That's right.
Bro, that was like fireworks. Look at this fucking
the
logo,
fuck-
yo.
yo.
Look at this fucking logo, too. Damn, they went all Mesopotamian on your ass. This
The
shit's-
elders, yo.
Yeah,
brewed by
this
the
shit
elders.
is fantastic, man. All right, let's do this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck, bro.
The flavors.
Wow.
It's everything.
I already smelled that it doesn't smell bitter like a lot of fucking anejos do. That shit has like,
It's like almost like a rum. Sips like a rum, smells like a whiskey.
well,
Tastes like a whiskey.
looks like we're gonna add alcoholic to my fucking, you know, my skill set.
I'm a lot of things.
for the next year.
Neb Love, what up?
And then
we
that
see
drink
y'all.
right there has this in it.
Okay.
So it's I smoked some jalapenos in the glass, chopped up some apples, muddled the jalapenos with the apple,
I saw you. We got the time lapse too.
and I'm gonna make another one here in a minute.
We got to give the introduction.
Okay, so we have the dynamic,
The phenomenal,
the eccentric,
the incomparable,
the gifted,
the talented
the stupendous.
Tyler Mortensen.
Yo, these drinks are already taking fucking effect. This shit is lit though. I gotta say, this slow and low off top, wow.
There's a lot of brands out there, but that's my favorite.
This is nice. The canning. What I dig is that this is almost similar to this in aesthetic feel. Old whiskey
With the black,
old drinks,
the black,
like
gold, yeah.
shit's fire. But this tastes crazy, guys.
Yeah, that's amazing. I
Wow,
did that. I did that
Tyler,
on
that's-
purpose. I only color coordinate my alcohol.
Right, yeah.
True savage.
It all ends up yellow in the end.
That's a
Well,
true
Exactly.
savage right there, man.
Exactly.
And when I eat this peanut butter edible shortly, I won't throw up because it was all paired correctly. Yeah, it was all paired
Did it?
correctly.
Yo,
This shit wild,
I had
man.
so many questions. I did he was early in the game doing the YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
And I went to his spot to do an interview, talked about a project, but I had got some bad news like a day before that.
Yeah.
So I mean, you take me to an open bar with somebody who knows how to make good tasting shit. It was no
Wash
wonder
the pain away, baby.
Yo, no wonder I
Wash
ended
the
up in the
pain
fucking
away.
hospital, handcuffed to my bed.
Yo.
Straight up with a catheter
With
in
a
my
straight
dick hole.
jacket.
You know what I'm saying? True story.
Wow.
But I had a lot of questions that I wanted to ask you then, but I know it was your interview. There's so much to it. I know one of the things
Yeah,
that
that's
always
true.
stuck with me was he had told me about this whiskey, and it was made in Afghanistan. It had to be like smuggled down a hidden mountain path. Please
I know
start
it.
with that
I know what
story.
it is. I know what it is. It's
Whiskey and
Bro,
yeah. So basically, what it
and
was
had to
is-
be smuggled, bro, like
Yeah.
a hidden path.
Yeah.
I mean, in this day and age, think about that, bro.
yeah, like a Silk Road. For
There's
fucking
some
whiskey.
dude dedicated
basically
to
what
get
it-
you fucked up, and he's got that shit strapped to the camel's nutsack.
We need
it's
to.
hidden. It's
we
on
need
his-
that man here.
Right.
Like,
God
yo.
bless him.
I forgot the name, but it's actually one of my favorite whiskeys. And what it is it's a story of two guys that wanted, when they were serving in Afghanistan, they wanted the whiskey, but
Yeah.
they couldn't get it because you had to go through. It was a prohibition, basically, is what it was. And so what they did is when they got out of the military, they contracted out to people basically to be their bodyguard so that they could run the Jack Daniels, that they could run everything through Saudi Arabia into the Saudi Arabian Country Club, and they created a speakeasy in the back of that country club. And if somebody can look that up, it's one of my favorite whiskeys, and I've been asking for it in California forever.
We're gonna hope for Mono to catch that real quick.
But I know it's nice. It's
Saudi Arabian speak easy.
it's real nice. And then they ended up creating it
I
based
want
off
to be
of,
there. I want to be in this Saudi.
a
speakeasy.
true oasis, if
And
you
then-
will.
If you will.
Yeah.
And then they ended up catching on to what they were doing, and they raided the country club, shut it down, and the guys basically moved to
Fuck.
Virginia, and they started the brand.
That's a big, drastic fucking move.
That's crazy. We said, yeah, you know what? This Arabian shit, I'm good, man. Let's just move to the deep south. Yo, Bruce, you
what
gotta admire that type of fucking, cavalier mentality.
we have a vet in the house too. So
Nice.
shout out to the homie Convoy.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, but I wanted to say too, last time you had like a plethora of just a whole bunch of different whiskeys, moonshines. Like I think you even brought out a moonshine, like a legit moonshine.
Yeah. So I actually
I don't remember much. So please.
No, you're doing
refresh
good.
my memory.
Be my memory for me, please.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Good so far.
I work with a rye company based out of Iowa.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, and that's one of the recipes. Is I was going through trying to create content around that rye,
Okay.
and basically, I think we overdid it. But yeah, we had some moonshine over there,
It was good. That's why we overdid
yeah.
it, honestly.
and
I would
so
overdo
just
it
creating some
myself.
cocktails with the rye. So there's a huge story. Everything I do is based around stories.
That's
dope.
dope.
I love the story of everything, and it all goes back to basically me growing up.
So you're talking through your cocktails, basically.
That's what. Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
do. So a little back history about me. I was born in Iowa.
Okay.
Small town. I was born in Des Moines, but we lived in a small town. of like 400 or 500 people.
Fuck.
And so I have two brothers, 7 and 10 years older than I am. And they don't want to hang out with their brother while mom and dad work, right? Like when you have a free run of a town with your friends, you don't want to hang out and babysit your brother. So I used to go to work with my mom at the saloon. And I used to sit in the saloon and hear the stories of the people coming through, because we lived in a town that you almost had to go through. You have to go through to go anywhere.
Right.
So everybody that comes through is either living in that town or they're going through that town.
Right. So you're a way station almost of sorts.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I was there from, I don't know, about the time I was 1 until the time we left Iowa at 7 years old. 8 years old. I think I was 8 or 9 when we left
That's
Iowa.
a good lifetime and a half when you observing really grown stories and situations daily. Wow.
And I just remember sitting on the pool tables and sitting on the bar top, listening to people, tell the stories, and the respect that they showed me.
Yeah.
As a kid, I just remember that, and a lot of that, I don't know if I subconsciously have held on to it. But that's pretty much how I run things now.
Right.
Is through customer
It's an
service,
extension
personality.
of that barfly love
Yeah.
that happens. Yeah, man, that's real.
Let me ask you this. Hearing these thousands of tales, what is one where you're like, oh, fuck?
Yeah,
like,
what can stick amongst all those stories?
What's the one like, that guy walked in, he had an eye patch, and you're like, oh, fuck. He told the story, and you're like, shit, I'll never forget that.
Most of the stories that I hold on to and that I remember are from when I worked in the hotel bar. And I'm on TikTok a lot, so I tell a lot of the stories on TikTok.
Okay.
And I tell the story about the old man that I used to work with, George, old school. Like he was, he's the old man that can say anything to a woman and get away with it.
Okay.
Okay.
Bukowski type.
Yeah, and a lot of my stories are memories of him. And I remember him and I dragging a dude out of the bar because we were trying to close the bar at the end of the night, and he wouldn't leave. And so finally, I remember George gave him I forget what he named it, but it was 151 Crown Royal and another high proof rum.
He did it to put him out.
Put him out.
Like this is
it.
Yeah.
And then we ended
Night.
up.
Was it called the Haymaker? If not, it should have
Right,
been.
yeah.
Like,
Or
yo.
night. They should have called that shit.
And we ended up dragging the guy out of the bar
Fuck yeah.
into the lobby and leaving him in the chair. And we told the lady at the front desk, they said, we need to get him to his room. And she said, well, you guys are going to have to do it. And he said, no, not us. We're going home for the night.
Yeah.
And I remember as we're talking to the lady, the guy looked up at me and George and said, man, thanks, guys, for bringing me to the bathroom. I needed to go. And we're like, dude, you're in the lobby of the hotel. and he said,
That was the most comfortable bathroom I've ever been in.
and he
It's
said,
so warm.
he said, fuck, because I just pissed on myself.
Wow.
So that's one of my favorite stories.
That's like a champion, though. Fuck yeah. Did you ever see that guy again?
We never did.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Like you said, it kind of goes back to
Somebody
that.
knows.
It's a one-stop situation, huh? A lot of single-serving interactions.
Yeah. We did have a regular there that we were there for her first night, and she came down to the bar and she ordered a vodka cranberry.
Yeah.
And as George was serving her, I was helping somebody else, and I could hear her talking to George about how bad her vagina hurt. And he was pushing it. He's like, yeah. So,
Bro, we're in the wrong business.
How bad? How bad? Anyway, come to find out, she was a sex worker.
Hell
Oh,
And she
hold
was a
on.
reg-
Time out. Darlene, put your headphones on.
Yeah.
Are your headphones on? I hope they are. Fuck.
I think they are, bro. We're good.
Oh, Jesus.
So
But
she-
no.
So she was a
continue.
regular, and she would always come in and she would talk about how she basically worked 9 to 5.
So her equipment, she was complaining about her equipment getting worn out.
Yeah, and it was her first night on the job.
Oh, wow.
So I remember George looking at her and said, George looked at
She
her.
was pulling a double shift.
George looked at her and said, "Darling, you got a long road ahead of you."
Damn.
Battery in my backpack.
No, that's one of those stories where you're like, how do you interact with, like, But George knew what to
He
say.
knew he was just one of those old school guys. Like he would be the guy that would sell ice to an Eskimo.
That's dope. Let me ask you this.
Thank you, sir.
If I'm a huge fan of movies,
Okay.
who would play him?
Yeah.
I've asked this question before. It's just because like sometimes my guests are on and I'm like, would I, you know, that Navy commercial where it's like, if they made a movie of your life,
Who would the guy be?
yeah. It's kind of like that because I imagine George a certain way. Who would play George?
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh shit! Say no
Matthew
more.
Matthew McConaughey, because he's got everything. Matthew McConaughey, he's got the wit, he's got the charm,
Oh,
he's
that's
got
dope.
Okay.
he's got everything. I mean, if you were to take his character, especially in that movie, Beach Bum, the one when he played with Snoop Dogg,
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet.
that was
That's a great
George.
movie.
That's
that
him?
was George.
Wow. So yeah, a flyer version of Bukowski because Bukowski was butt ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like goddamn. Matter of fact, his spot was a couple blocks down
Yeah,
from here, King
Coles.
George, and fucking Coles. Yeah,
Because Coles has the plaque.
Yeah.
But King George, which one is that one?
the one right here on the corner of Fifth,
Yeah. I asked
Fifth
this
in Los
question.
Angeles.
I asked this question to a friend of mine who makes beer. I brought you a beer, by the way, too.
Oh, thank you. I still have your other one.
It's from the Hip Hop Craft.
Nice.
But I asked him, like, you brought us the slow and low rye, Prohibition era, medicine more than anything. Your speakeasy, what would you have to set you apart if this were the time? Just the best fucking drinks, period?
You know what? That's it. It would be everybody in there would have the best customer service, the best personalities.
And George.
George, they're not going to take shit from anybody, you know. And it's going to be story time. It's going to be the highest of standards, you know, because that's what it's about. I mean, you can't run an establishment without having high standards for what you do.
Okay.
Got to be professionals.
Speaking of high standards, now I've had drinks in a lot of places I can't remember, but I remember what I paid. I might not remember the name of the bar where I was, but I'm like, fuck, I paid like fucking $19 for that fucking drink.
Piece of shit drink. Yeah.
This here, I want you to try this.
All right.
I'll make one up for you.
Yeah, all right.
I'll make one
This,
up.
like, okay. And I was watching the cooking.
Yeah, I got my liver prepared for this day. So
I was
we
watching
good.
the cooking show last night, and I was like, all these fucking cooking shows are the same, where people cook, they do stuff, and then they move on and somebody wins. I said, but what if they did a cooking show where they cooked and the judges, instead of picking a winner, they paid them based off of what they would pay at a restaurant for that meal. That being the case, this fucking drink right here, I would pay $20, $22 for this. Okay. So you tell me what's in this.
So it's the Swole Tequila. It's triple sec. It's basically a margarita, except I used jalapenos.
God damn it.
I smoked some jalapenos on some cherry plate, on a cherry wood, and some apples, and lit it on fire, smoked the glass, muddled the smoked jalapenos and the apples together.
You know what this reminds me
In
of?
other words, this man's a chemist.
Yes.
If this was methamphetamine, this shit would be that blue shit Walter White was doing.
It reminds me of being in an elevator and stopping on each floor, and each floor is like a whole different party.
So there's depth to the
You're
flavor.
like, you get in, bing, doors open, and you're like, oh shit, there's people ready to go to the pool party. Like, oh shit. And then bing, you know what I mean? And like, that's what this reminds me of. Like, there's so many levels and layers.
Level
to the
4
flavor.
linens.
Yeah.
Linens and whites.
You end up partying in a fucking laundry room with the
Yeah.
fucking
Usually
staff.
my drink creation process is very simple. I throw on some shitty trap beat, and then I just start throwing ingredients at the wall and see what shit sticks.
That's like the recipe to life right there. Shitty trap beats and throwing shit.
Yeah.
Fact.
Hey,
and see
it
what
works.
sticks.
Love
That's my process.
I love it.
Let me make
No,
one
this
real
shit
quick.
is amazing.
Bro, thank you. Like,
And
so
your mic too. You could turn your mic so people.
yeah,
can
you can
still-
turn your mic so people can keep fucking with it. Like now, big question we got is like, all right,
Dose, what up?
what was your first drink you mastered?
The grasshopper.
Okay, you gotta tell me what the
Blended up
fucking
grasshopper.
grasshopper is though.
Cream de menthe,
Okay.
vodka. That's how I made it. Cream de menthe, vodka, mix it up with some cream, and blend it up, make it nice.
Yeah.
And that was my first drink. My mom actually used to let me make those for parties that we had at the house.
Wow, that's lit. You
And
getting
how-
everybody good. Yeah. Did you have a little tip jar when you were, you know what I mean? Hey.
Let's get the camera on Tyler real quick so we can
Oh,
watch
yeah,
the
yeah.
process, please.
Yeah, right now we got him recording on the time lapse, so we're gonna give that to y'all this week.
He's a little out of frame. Is that what it is?
Is he slightly out of frame?
Rob, can you angle this a bit?
Yeah, we got it.
Got it. Yeah, we want people to see the magic happening as it's happening.
Yeah, we got a whole lot happening right there.
I don't remember.
And we live, so you get the pleasure of this.
Yeah, right there. That looks good. Yeah. Just set it down if you want. There you go. Boom.
Right in front of that. Blow. Now just move my thing out the way a little bit to the right. Boom.
There it is. So I don't remember ever making drinks for my alcoholic family members, but I do remember drinking them with them. And the gusano, the worm.
That right there.
And the worm will make you do the worm. I'll tell you what.
Never had the worm.
So the worm is at the bottom. I heard, legend has it, they throw that worm in there while it's still alive. It just curls up. Like it has a great death because it's the tequila and all that. It ends up like, it just dies in there. And whoever makes it to the bottom gets the gusano, gets the worm. So it's almost like the heavyweight championship belt, if you will. Like that's the belt. Like, oh, my friend here, he's had the worm, such and such. You know what I mean? Drinking people on
this man's a worm veteran.
Yeah, understand. Like that's why that worm tattoo exists. So, but that was one thing that I remember about drinking with my older family members was, no, he's got to get the worm first. He's got to get, and you're like 7.
It's a rite of passage.
You know, you're like 7 years old, and they're like, nah, he's,
drinking the blood of the dead deer.
Yeah,
whoa,
pretty much.
Hey, or drinking like coyote blood out in the, yeah.
So I was like, fuck, all right, well. And then it got to the point where like, I tried to hang in to get to the worm, because the worm was, it was a level to achieve. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking.
Speaking of levels to achieve, I'm on my second of this edible pack right here.
Let me see that.
We finna see what it do right now, because first one, low key, was already like, hey, how you doing, buddy? Coming for you.
The peanut butter bites. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
See, the first time we did some stuff, Stone Dar and the Minx, like when we teamed up, the first time we did something, we had mushrooms in it. And I don't think people were ready for that. I think it was a little too advanced.
Man, I missed that drop.
I wanted to get you some. I did. I honestly did. But a lot of people were like, yo, what the fuck? There's shrooms in that? How much shrooms? You know, I've microdosed, etc. Like, you know, what are we talking about here?
You hear that shit? That shit is wonderful. We're gonna have to take that recording and splice that and add that on regular time.
Jesus, what up? Ready C, what up?
And Blau.
The DJ.
We're back in focus. What's good, y'all?
Merk, what up?
What up,
Sandy.
y'all? We see y'all. We over here getting real lifted, though.
What would you call this, Tyler? This one here with
what is the name
with
for
the
this?
apples and the jalapenos? And
I would just call it a smoked jalapeno and apple margarita.
Smoked jalapeno and apple margarita. Okay, we got to come up with
that's a long name.
We're gonna call it the Tyler Durden
Yeah, that works. Yeah.
or the Fight Club.
There you go.
Oh, there, look at that. That's fucking beautiful. Hold that up.
Man, here, give me a sec right there.
As we cheers.
Yikes!
I promise. Bro. That's why. Look, the alcoholic in me wants to just slam this back.
It's a pretty motherfucking drink, though. No lie.
But the gentleman in me is like, no, you sip.
Hold on. Pinkies.
It is definitely a pinky up drink.
My God.
Good.
My God.
Motherfucking.
I could see people being intimidated by this.
Okay, see, like if I had ceviche, right, or if I'm doing mariscos, I'm slamming this with some mariscos. This shit has got the like that point of flavor that's just, man. The jalapenos really work with the apples, yo. This is some whole.
And
new
I
shit.
never would have thought.
Spicy apple ass, like.
I wanted to
The Fight Club, y'all.
I wanted to talk about like the initial. What was crazy is this. I'll say this, and he knows because as an artist, Asimov, like coming from LA, this guy Tyler came out of nowhere and was like, "Yo, I fuck with your shit," and he was already like, I just kept seeing his name, like he was supporting everything. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. And I was like, he must not be from LA.
Off top.
Yeah, yo,
off
like,
top. Hold on. What? You actually?
Yeah, and you know,
and you're not. And you don't rap.
Great.
Yo.
Like, God bless this man.
Yo. So get this man a beer.
yeah. So, but what was cool was, you know, going from being on Instagram and things like that, Facebook, And then like, I want to meet this guy because like the way we interact online is like, yo, I feel like I could have a drink with this guy. I could have a conversation with him. Plus, I see the stuff that he reposts, the hip hop that he's into, and things like that. So I was like, you know what? Let me reach out. Like, I want to meet this dude, being 100% genuine. And I asked him, I was like, so what is it about what I do? Like, where are you from? It was more of like, yo, who are you?
How am I hitting you? Where you at?
It was so alien, bro, to be honest. It was kind of weird for me to be like, damn, somebody fucks with me that's like no bias, no nothing. And like you said,
not trying to gain something, not trying just genuine support, which is very wonderful.
That's it. That's it. Like
let's talk about the hip hop influence.
Sandy, cheers to you, ma. She said take a pic with the pinky. Yo, screenshot us though. We over here.
Let's talk about the influence that hip hop has had on.
So for me, a lot of people don't realize that I'm a big hip hop dude. Like I'm not KRS level, but I followed it back to Cowboy, and Sugar Hill, everything. So my brothers actually, and I didn't realize this till about 10 years ago, my brothers who know absolutely nothing about hip hop actually introduced me to hip hop.
What, like inadvertently or like?
Yeah.
I don't think they knew. And I've even talked to my oldest brother about it because when we lived in Iowa, we lived in that small town. And I remember my brothers coming home one night, running into our house with this big ass sheet of cardboard.
Oh.
I said, what the? I was like, looking at, and my mom was like, what is that?
I hear Jimmy Castor playing already. Yeah.
And they said, we got kicked out of the park for breakdancing. So I'm like, we lived in the footloose town. You know what I mean? Like,
I already see it. I'm like, yo,
I see you're the devil because you dance.
They was fearing the Lord in that town.
Yeah.
Word.
And so my brothers, I remember I used to go to my brothers, and back then I grew up with that, obviously in that house, and it was always Neil Diamond, Beach Boys, Loverboy, Genesis, Journey. That was my music because that's what I heard every day.
Yeah.
And when I went to the skating rink at like 6, 7 years old with my brothers, and I heard him put on I don't remember what it was, but the first song that comes to my head is Rocksteady.
Okay.
And I watched them break dance on roller skates.
That was it.
And I didn't realize at the time, like, damn, that's hip hop. And that's something I learned as I got older.
You're already talking about a song, right? During an era, along with a sport that is all so in tune with that. That's a hell of a moment. Yeah, that's dope.
And I didn't like that, rock steady, steady rocket. Let me go home and listen to Genesis.
That was the Manhattans.
I mean, that's
I
a
want
fact,
you
though.
to rock.
Steady. That was that Herbie Hancock joint.
Rockin'
Yeah, that was a whole,
a
whole other level.
And then I moved out to California when I was 8 or 9. And I remember going to school over and I was just the nerdy kid from Iowa, collared shirt, blue jeans, and just the goofy kid. And I couldn't fit in because California back then was just as cliquey then as it is now.
California is, it's an onion. It's clicks within clicks within clicks within clicks within clicks. I feel like there's not even a core anymore.
I think that kind of applies just to every place. With California, I think the difference, and we see it a lot, is just people band together thinking the only way to get anything out there or like accomplish anything is to be band together, But the thing is, you got a multitude of people that all kind of have the same aspiration. So it's like, who's ready to take a backseat to who and all of that. Right. Interesting dynamics. But I feel like that exists everywhere.
And we moved into a new house. I remember we moved from like wherever it was to another part of Buena Park.
Yeah. Oh, Buena Park, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember coming out to my driveway, and the dude across the street was a DJ. 17 years old, I think, 16, 17. DJ Caldo, based off of his last name. And he was listening to, and I still wasn't into it. Like, he was listening to Schoolie D, You know,
Oh, okay.
Schoolie D's
Yeah.
hard.
Dope,
and I'm
dope,
just
dope.
like, yeah, whatever. I mean, that's not. It's no Genesis, but
I'll tell you what, it's no Phil Collins.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that now.
but no, I remember and then I was out there one day and I remember I heard Brass Monkey from Beastie Boys.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
And it connected because in the bar that I used to hang out with my mom, the guys would order Brass Monkey.
Oh, hold time out.
There you go. There you go.
Brass Monkey is an actual drink.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me
That funky monkey.
it's an actual drink?
It is, and I got the stuff to make it.
Do you have it with you?
I have it right here.
Oh,
I'm telling you, there's going to be some hip hop.
Ladies and
Holy
gentlemen, we
shit.
got a serious situation here
we are trying the Brass fucking monkey.
today on the podcast.
And so Beastie Boys was my definition of hip hop at that point. Like you couldn't.
They
that was
related
it.
real easy
They
with
really-
that, right?
They
Like,
did
yeah.
because it was. Now I have a connection.
And you know they party. That's how you know they fucking
Right.
party.
Yeah.
And then I remember then I remember talking to him finally. Hey, let me get a copy of that Beastie Boys or whatever. After my parents didn't want me to hang out with the guy. I thought it was because of the devil music. But
Coming from the Footloose town, right?
yeah,
I get you. I get
but
you.
it was because his dad used to beat the shit out of him, and they didn't want me around that.
Oh, yeah.
so
yeah.
anyway, I'd sneak over,
Yeah.
and I remember.
As long as he plays the Beastie Boys, they can beat him all they want. Just let that record play. Show me how to
Whoop
use-
that boy's ass.
you
Let me
know,
hear that record one
just
more time.
How do I restart the song? Just yeah.
And I remember I was still that timid little kid, and I was listening to the Beastie Boys going to school. You know, I had the mullet and going to school.
Oh, how rocking was the mullet
dude,
though?
you know, it was
How
nice.
many levels? How many layers? Like was it?
It was one. It was short top, long back.
It wasn't as majestic as.
Let me ask you
others.
something though. Is there like layers to the mullet? Did you ever see something inventive with the mullet? Or was it
I've
just
not. No.
this is in the front, party in the back?
When I was in ninth grade, I grew out all my hair and I just braided it all like,
Word.
Vanilla Ice did on that second album.
I think-
Let's go.
We need to pull that picture up right now. The
Fuck
power
I'm talking
of the
about.
internet.
But
The power
so-
of the internet. The homie Chris is saying I need a little bit more microphone. Yeah, he said he can't hear me.
So I was still going to school listening to the Beastie Boys with no self-esteem. Like still, because I just was that kid that was sitting in the stairwell eating my lunch every day, and whatever. Typical. I was chubby. I was from New York. I was from Iowa.
You were just keeping to yourself because you was new to the town. Yeah.
And I remember taking out the trash one night, and DJ Caldo had his garage door open, the lights going. The yellows and the
Yeah,
blues.
he had
and
the party
greens and-
cracking.
And it was just him. He had his speakers on. And I remember sitting out there, and he put on this track, Watata Tang, Watata Tang.
Yeah.
And
My 9mm.
I went inside. I told my mom, you know what? I'm not wearing this stupid polo anymore.
Yes. Fuck that.
Fuck this mac and cheese,
That's
mom.
right.
You know
That's
the
right.
fuck?
That's right. You couldn't tell me shit after hearing that 9mm.
No,
track.
yo. Yeah.
That's lit though.
Yeah, a generation of kids heard Chris and were like, you know what? Fuck this.
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard "Love's Gonna Get You," I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Love's gonna get you.
I was like, man, beans and rice. Man, that's my life.
He's talking to me.
Yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that's how you get steak? I need a gun.
I'm doing it. I'm in. You son of a bitch. I'm in.
And then I circle back, and then I realize, now I obviously have a lot more respect for Schoolie D and everything, because, I learned that era was the Schoolie D era. Like, you got Boys in the Hood is based off of Schoolie D's
Yeah.
beat pattern. You got 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
All that.
Ice-T said that.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, there'd be no Ice-T if it wasn't for school.
That's why I like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. 'Cause they gave him his fucking shine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Number one in the hood, G. That shit's
love
the
that
hardest.
fucking
Yo, I
intro,
love that shit, bro. That shit is hard, yo.
So when I'm watching or listening or I'm at a show or whatever, and I just see somebody out there, like authenticity speaks, right?
Yup.
And that's what
Oh,
it was.
He's beating me in a race.
That's what it was
This shit right
As
here,
a
man. Yo, this is a savage drink. And I will say, this is not a drink for... Can no bitch drink this?
It looks
And
like
by
a chick- looks
bitch, I
like a
mean
chicken.
somebody that can't take spice.
Yes. No, this is...
If you can't take spice, this ain't for you. But if you a savage, like we know you are,
That's your shirt.
That's why you own that shirt now.
yeah. Guess what, guys? We got a free giveaway for you guys this week.
Yo.
First one of you fucks to name Pawz's first single.
Actually, we just put value
Gets the
in that shirt. We just
Yeah.
put value in that shirt. All he has to do now
I wanted to
is
show him the
sign it.
jalapenos. I didn't realize how
just
far
wipe
my drink was.
Just wipe some sweat on it.
Yeah,
and now
that's
we've got added value. Some sweat.
the equity.
That's right.
That's really lit.
But see, that's what's dope is to hear the introduction, like your brothers who going from the Footloose, all that, they bring cardboard home, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing with that? And then, but you're a kid, you can't say nothing. These are big bros.
People don't understand that shit, though, you know?
Nah.
Like,
But
even
to-
now, you try to tell them about, people used to walk around with cardboard. And they fucking big-ass
Why?
slats of cardboard. Like,
Trying to build a clubhouse. Yeah.
And
Yo,
baby powder.
When I was in high school, I remember some dude, right? Like that one Filipino dude who was like, I'm that dude and I can break dance.
Understand.
He decided he wanted to do a head spin on concrete.
Oh,
That
Killed
homeboy
his whole-
forever had
killed his whole
forever had the bozo fucking bald spot. That's yo.
To this day, you can identify that man.
It's like you did it, bro, but you did it.
Hey,
bro.
congrats. 7th grade loves you. 30
Right?
years, like, we love you.
Uh-oh, look, somebody said pick your poison. And you are
Nah, that's not the first, but it's a pretty
you're
good one.
fucking wrong.
It's a pretty good one.
Go do your homework.
But to have the experience and to be able to recall that and be like, I remember seeing cardboard and they said it was breakdancing and this, and then the DJ that lived across the street, like all of that brings you home every single time. I think that's something that's probably lacking now, because when you play something for somebody,
It's true.
I think some people kind of know that, hey, this is what it is for now. A month from now, it's not going to be this anymore. But for now, it's this. It's pretty good. It's, you know what I mean? Like,
That's a
you know,
fact. Yeah, that's
like,
a fact.
you know, they, Taco Bell has this right now. A month from now, it's going to be some shit.
Limited time.
Yeah. And I feel
Act
like
now.
that's how it's working. But before, it was like, you could actually trace the shit back. And it's not to sound old or nostalgic or anything, but I think the recipe is ultimately what it boiled down to.
It really does. And I just like when people take something that exists and don't try to reinvent it, just accentuate. This is accentuated madness right here.
You lose time when you try to reinvent.
You do.
And I'm not-
Especially if your purpose is solely the reinvention, you get lost in that process. That's true. I definitely feel
And
that.
I look at it this way: I'm 43 years old. Like average man dies at 78. I've lived more life than I have left to live. I don't have time to reinvent a cocktail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just,
If
I'm
it just so happens, fuck it, right? But I hear
Yeah.
you.
my goal is to rename this smoked jalapeno apple margarita. We'll give it. He said the Tyler Durden.
Or the Fight Club.
No, the Fight Club. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you think it's apples, but the jalapenos is the Tyler Durden.
Straight
You
left
think it's-
hook.
Yeah,
You get a left hook. There's
Yeah.
duality in this drink.
yeah. Trust me. And it's so smooth you don't figure it out to the end.
Right.
The end
That's
of the
another
movie, the
reason
twist
why it's a
with
fight. That's-
with the twist where you're like, oh shit.
See what I'm saying? You seen
That was
branding
me
live
the
right
whole
here.
time. This is
Like-
the Fight Club, bro. We're gonna go
All
ahead
right.
and give this is the
Do
Fight
it.
Club.
Fight
I
Club.
promise.
Let's do it.
You know, because he was doing.
And by the way, I got to give it up. Speaking of branding, I see you with that TGM logo.
Yeah.
I know what that looks like.
Let's show him the.
That shit stood out to me very, very quickly. Oh yeah, this is the giveaway this week. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can name, and this can happen after this episode, you name Pawz's first single, you get this lovely shirt.
I'm trying to cover the.
With the artisan stain here, as you can see, we've distressed the garment. We've distressed the garment.
Yeah.
Oh look, my own life.
It was actually, it was called Cheap Shots. I'm gonna go ahead and give that away. It was called Cheap Shots, and
What's my own life though? If she's naming a classic,
that was yeah.
it's probably when I just found them.
Oh no, I think you found me sooner than that, baby.
Woo! Hey, well,
But-
you know what though? She's trying real hard.
That
I think
song
she
came
wants
on-
that shirt, bro.
She can have it.
There it is, Rosie.
Let me just suck the alcohol out of this shirt.
No. The alcohol is part of what makes the shirt. Send us your address. We're sending you this fucking shirt.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Let's get into these brass monkeys. The funky
Monkey? Yeah.
yeah.
do
Oh
Monkey.
man, smack us up, please.
So there's a lot of recipes floating around where everybody's like, and there's another cocktail that's connected to hip hop that people are fucking up. And
I need
Which
to,
is what?
I don't-
Correct them,
Thug
please.
Passion.
I don't like that shit. It's
He said Thug Passion.
Yo, that shit. Come on, son.
Jeez.
Alizé hit the scene, blows your mind, son.
Can I tell you guys a fucking crazy story? So when that fucking song, when the song came out, there was this kid. His name was David. He got the Anarchist Cookbook, and he was blowing up mailboxes in the hood. He was the crazy half white, half Mexican kid that lived a few blocks away from where I was.
He was hella mad about that shit.
Yeah. He was blowing shit up. I think this was my cup.
Oh,
but
I got another. Don't worry about it.
he so this kid David, he was blowing up fucking mailboxes. He got his hands on the Anarchist Cookbook, and he was legit blowing shit up. Like when you would hear explosions go off in the hood, it wasn't the Italians.
That was your boy.
Yeah, it was your boy. It wasn't a mafia hit. It was homeboy blowing shit up. So one day, I was out.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Cheers.
There was this one time I was out, maybe like 11, 12 at night, and it was active in the neighborhood. So, somebody got hit, whatever.
For y'all that don't know, active means everybody's playing in the street.
It's like if you hit a beehive and the bees are out. So
You get stung.
it was that. And I was out and they pulled up, skirt, and they're like, oh, what's up? And I saw David in the passenger seat. This motherfucker had, I want to say, like a punch bowl.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. But it was full of Alizé, Christoph. Bro, he did that.
I'm saying though.
He was like, and they were just, and I was like, wow.
I'm saying though. And
Wow.
see, but this is what I'm saying. Look, Thug Passion, like, okay, think about it. Alizé and Cristal, right? You would think no. Off top, you would think no. You
it's
got
just not
sugar plus champagne just tears your shit up. But I look at it like Thug Passion was like the precursor to cats pouring up lean now. That's my opinion.
Well, the Alizé made it like, if you drank just Alizé, it was a bit fruity.
It's a sugary
Literally.
motherfucking drink.
Yeah, and that shit'll give you a mean headache. If
Like,
you,
yo, being from out here, I know you know this shit. All my goons out here know what the fuck is good. Cisco, Night Train.
Yes.
You
Bro,
feel
the
Midori
Mad Dog.
2020.
With the Mad Dog, baby.
Come on. Yo, Mickey's. You feel me? We going toe to toe type shit.
Oh, didn't you say this about that one? Well, there he is.
Yeah, come on.
Oh,
Like
fuck.
that was that juice. You know what I'm saying? That was that juice right there, definitely. So if you drank all of that shit, I don't think Thug Passion will really affect you. This is my opinion.
You built an immunity.
Yeah.
I promise. I remember, I'm glad I get to tell these stories now. I got a platform.
Oh, she said boonies. Damn, Rosie, you on point, girl.
I remember that.
That Boone's Farm,
I remember
that
stocking.
fuzzy navel.
I remember stocking up the ice chest with Boone's Farms. Like, how we gonna get the ladies if we don't
Yo,
get the
son,
Boone's?
I have a bucket at the Momo and we feeling like 4 Boone's Farms and ice. You know
right.
what I'm saying?
The
Trying to look
strawberry,
like my man right here.
bam.
Like, yo,
Strawberry, bam, bam. I know what's
I
up,
just
girl.
saw Tom Cruise in Cocktail. I thought I was lit.
You know,
what I'm saying?
bam,
Throwing
bam,
bottles
I got you.
behind my shit.
Got you.
Hey.
I remember there was this one cat, looked like fucking Charles Manson, bro. I'll never forget this dude. We literally, we donned him. We gave him the name
Manson.
Mad Dog.
Mad, okay.
Because we're like, yo, what's the most we can get for the least? Yes, the St. Ives Special Brew runs it. Yes, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest has blessed us and created an original Brass Monkey.
Hold on. We can't play the song because we'll get flagged. But
Fucking facts, but
do you know the lyrics to the song?
no, you can break it down to us. What is a Brass Monkey for those of us who don't know?
So the Brass Monkey actually originated as a canned cocktail.
Word.
Yeah. So the canned cocktails, basically now the club.
Yeah,
cocktails.
I remember those. The clubs.
Club was a different brand, different name at the time. And all they
Side
did-
note, there was a porno magazine named Club that I used to steal.
Hey. Yeah.
It was. And so they released the Brass Monkey. It was cocktail history is messed up because nobody really knows. Everybody wants the fame.
Can you blame them?
Really?
Everybody
Okay,
wants-
I got one for you. This is one of my favorites, and this is because of Fear and Loathing. Singapore Sling. What is that?
It's a lot of rum. It's creme de noyer, which is basically almond.
A lot of shame.
It's one of those that I don't. It's,
Hatred.
it's
Lot of
one of
regret.
those. It's one of those forgotten cocktails.
That's what I hear
Yeah,
a lot.
it's
You
a-
know, I wanted one when I went to Vegas because of hearing that shit in Fear and Loathing. I've always been like, oh, we were drinking Singapore Slings by the pool. And I was
Right,
like, word?
yeah.
Run that. Just the name alone was just so enchanting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is.
So it's rum and
It's-
basically
it's
almond
cream vanilla,
liqueur.
It's some other.
But by
fuck.
his face, he's like, yeah, I could do
It's
without
not-
it.
It's a shitty
Yeah, I
cocktail.
Yeah,
I
it's
could
one of
do without
those.
it.
For me, it's one of those that's just way oversweet.
Okay.
Thunderbird.
Do you feel like a
Lemon
lot of
squeezer,
cocktails
yes,
are
the
made
Thunderbird.
over sweet to imitate the effect of some kind of like concoction? Because some shit seems hella sweet to me.
No, I think it's the juice. I
Okay.
think it's the mixers
Okay.
that people use. People don't use fresh stuff anymore.
Facts.
Syrups. Pump,
Yeah.
pump, pump.
But like things
And-
that you make as like.
And people use like right now. I have a friend of mine that just
By the
started.
way, cheers, my man.
Yo,
Here, let's take a sip of this
man.
before it's too late.
A friend of mine just started making simple syrups,
Okay.
and I've gotten out of simple syrups because they're too sweet. I started using gum syrup, which the French is goom.
I just want to say thank you for coming through. And
Thank you for having me.
I've rapped along the Brass Monkey all my life, and I've never had a single fucking Brass Monkey up until now.
What's interesting is how mild it is.
Right.
I was expecting something to like smack me somewhere in there, but it's no wonder they're saying it's that funky monkey.
and
you
I've
could
seen a
drink a
lot,
lot
of
of this
I've seen
shit.
a lot of recipes. People make it with like malt liquor and orange juice.
That's the one you know what's
Well,
funny?
Mickey's.
Before you made this,
Yeah.
that's what I knew it to be.
Yeah,
Mickey's
no,
and
and
orange
there's
juice.
all kinds, and it's
A poor man's mimosa.
do the do the history, find the history. And,
Yeah.
The Brass Monkey is really actually, I mean, if you trace it back, I don't know that that's where the cocktail came from, but the Brass Monkey was a World War II like Chinese fighting boat.
Oh shit.
And that's where they're saying is it came from. It's like Japan, China, over
Makes
there
sense.
during the World War II because it was named after a boat.
I want you to
A little bit of citrus. I could see the yuzu kind of taste. Okay.
peachy.
Peachy. Yeah, you know what?
Apricot?
It's like a watered down
It's
kind of
it's vodka, it's dark rum, and it's orange juice, and that's it.
vodka, dark rum, and orange juice.
Real quick. I got a lot of friends out here that drink a lot. Can you give them a simple remedy for a hangover? If there is such a fucking thing.
Yeah, like-
other than more alcohol.
As
of
a
course.
man that creates drinks, do you have like a counter venoms
Yeah.
for the venoms you
Yo,
create?
I love how he showed up and before he unpacked, he's like, "Yes, sir, I'm late. I was, I had a little too much myself."
Yeah. We were creating some things for y'all. Like,
It's the chicken and the egg.
okay.
Everybody
I
has
like
their
that.
own. People send me stuff to try, to review.
Really?
Here, try this. And then when I give a review,
Yeah.
good or bad, I get shit for it. Like,
Good or bad?
You get
Because it didn't work for somebody, it worked for somebody
yeah,
else.
and I tell everybody, it's the same thing I just told you. I'm not the demographic. You're going to get, it's like any other product, any other brand. You're going to get 80% of the people are going to work on or like it.
But
The
the
other
20% are the most vocal.
Yeah.
This shit doesn't work. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
And I'm honest. Like, I'm going to tell you, if your shit sucks, it sucks. I'm not getting.
And that's that.
Yeah,
That's
period.
it. I'm not
Period.
gonna. My face.
Here, my guy, because that's funny. We're actually all about that energy right here in terms of how we feel about
Yeah,
shit.
I'm glad you said that. Like, I think there's a lot of sensitivity now where people feel like, well, I felt like this, and they hang on to that feeling for so long.
We know that.
It's just, yo, move the fuck on from that.
Want to borrow one of your
But
books for a couple hours
what's dope is
down to make us look good.
you found a way to take the influence from your upbringing, being in the bar, sitting on a pool table, hearing these stories, watching people give a fuck about not only their customers, but the stuff that they poured, hearing the stories, they cared about the human beings. You guys put the guy in the chair, and he pissed himself and he thought he was in the most fanciest fucking restroom possible. There was a guy in a suit with a bow tie handing him towels, giving him for his
It's like
hands.
you wonder
and
who
sprayed him with
is this?
cologne.
Like, is this a soldier? Is this a boat?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's the cool fucking part. With
And-
any of these, you know what I mean?
And we really do. We live in a I'm taking my ball and going home society.
Oh yeah,
And
that's a very, very, very nice way of saying
You guys are soft.
lack
You're a bitch.
of testicles.
Yeah. Yeah.
You motherfucks you.
and we see it all over the internet every day.
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
day.
Yeah.
You know.
Entitlement is like the new wave.
Yeah. And
It sucks, bro. It really does.
There's people out there with real mental disorders, and there's people that are out there because their boyfriend, their girlfriend broken up with them, talking about I can't do laundry because I'm so sad.
Yo, and
Nobody
that's
wants to-
another thing. I think people have now. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you had a shitty day, oh, you know, battling depression is no joke.
But yo, it was just a tough day, bro.
Like, fuck you. It's like that one movie, fucking Snort Zoloft. That's what you know what I'm saying? Like, you fuck. Like,
Yo, there was some shit that I saw where I was like, it hit me. I was watching a lot of the black and white stuff, and I was like, yo, there's a drink in every scene in this fucking movie.
I'm saying,
There's
bro.
literally a bar in the back. Somebody walks into the room and they're like, oh, let me fix you a drink. And
Oh.
like these people were sauced, completely sauced.
Have you seen Mad Men? I know you can
Oh, yeah.
appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
Mad Men is such a great series because it takes you back to like, there's 4 bottles of the finest in every man's office, and when you walk in this bitch, it's like, go make yourself a drink. Don't
Let me get you
even
a drink.
talk to me before
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
yeah.
cup in your fucking hand.
Yeah.
We've lost that class amongst ourselves. I feel like,
And
man.
if you think about it, like the Declaration of Independence was signed in a bar.
In a fucking bar.
I'm gonna throw this fucking
You know,
drink at the
I mean,
camera. You see
that's-
what the fuck I'm saying? Yeah.
Take that, you
motherfuckers.
Bitches. Do you not know?
You know, and everybody, I don't know, it's just crazy. I don't get it. It's, you know, and but like I was saying, I get back to the hangover thing. I just did a review. Somebody sent me some stuff, and they said, here, review this. Didn't work for me. Maybe I didn't drink enough for it to work. I don't know. You know,
Or maybe you drank way
That
too
liver of
much.
yours.
but then I get people, they're messaging me. Hey, I can't believe you're getting paid to talk about this product, and you're giving it such a.
I can't
you're saying
believe
it doesn't work.
that you took your fucking time.
That's that sour fuck that sent 100 emails to the same
Yeah.
company and they ain't fucking
Piece
with them.
of shit.
Yeah.
You know what? Thanks
Just
for giving
don't.
me-
You know what?
Are
don't
you
drink.
on YouTube as well
Don't
as
fucking
TikTok,
drink.
or where are you
I am.
like
I
really
kinda-
like visible?
I'm really right now. I started when COVID basically started. I started doing TikTok basically just to consume
okay.
because I wanted to start a new branding method.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
and I was on TikTok trying to find out just to consume
Yeah.
the information. And because at the time I was on Instagram, I was doing YouTube videos for reviews and just
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I was just trying to build my name in branding because I got to a point where when COVID hit, I see all these people. I was in these different private event bartending groups,
Yeah.
which is
That's
private
what I
event-
wanted to ask you too.
That's
private
a big
event bartending
wave.
is my main thing.
Okay.
And-
but you don't got like the exotic whores who serve your drinks?
No,
or
no,
do
no,
you?
it's me.
Okay,
And
yeah.
if people want to pay to see me like that, I'm all about it.
Yes.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
talk about your
What the fuck I'm talking
OnlyFans.
about.
That's right. Yeah, if they want to pay to see that,
OnlyFans bartending
it's,
link
It's my feet.
in the bio.
But and I started seeing these people in these in you got me saying OnlyFans now in these Facebook groups that I'm part of, and they're like, oh, you know, COVID came and I just had this party booked, and you know what? They're not getting their deposit back. So you care
I
more
see
about
that.
money than you do yourself.
I see that right there. And
That's why
I know
you're-
what you mean. And I know what you mean.
That's why you're gonna fail.
I wanted to.
short-sighted,
Yeah.
entitled.
And then I started doing TikTok, and I started seeing these different bartenders, and I was like, I could do that. I'll just. And at the time, I was focusing a lot on my my health. I was went through a transition period where I lost a ton of weight, and I'd go do my runs, come home, do some TikToks,
Yeah.
and then go in for the night, crash out. Unfortunately, COVID hit. I used it as an excuse to lose track of all my shit.
We all did, bro.
But,
We all did.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, COVID made me more mentally strong than it did physically weak.
I think that right there speaks to a lot of people who are like the grinders in this shit. I seen, and this sucks, you know what I mean? A lot of people who always felt like, get the job, work your ass off, be there for your whole life. You're gonna get the recognition. You're gonna go somewhere. You're gonna retire. That world is kind of dying, and it's like now if you're the dude who goes out here, you're an artist. You know what I'm saying? You're an artisan, and you're creating shit. And on top of that, you're making content. It's like it's your world now. You know what I mean? Like now, it's like if you can't kind of pick it up by the balls and run with it and do something, it's a tough world.
Yeah.
You know?
You really, yeah, you have to. And you have to have the grit. There's a book out, a really good book called Grit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it talks about how kids nowadays don't have grit.
Fucking amen.
You know,
You have kids, man?
I do. I have 2 kids,
Me
5
too.
and 7.
Me
5
too.
and 7.
5 and 7. I got 8 and 11.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different. My 7-year-old, she's almost 14.
Oh, shit.
I'm fucking saying
7
though.
going on 24.
Yo, I'm fucking saying,
God
and it's
damn it.
automatic with these devices, man. This
Yeah.
shit is crazy. Like,
No,
you
let me-
think you're parenting, right? You're parenting, but so's YouTube.
No, come here.
You know?
Come here.
You know?
Whack.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You remember who you
remember
are?
who I am?
Yeah,
Okay.
All right. We're good? Okay, cool. Don't fuck around.
Yo, I want to ask
Don't fuck
you.
around.
I want to ask you. I follow a bartender for some weird reason on YouTube. His name is called Steve the Bartender.
Okay.
How do you feel about these influencers now that are bartenders? You know, that are getting millions of views per video, and they're probably making
And
Are they
drinks
real
are shit.
bartenders?
thousands. And
My
dollars
thing is,
a
are they
month.
shit?
Yo,
Do you follow any bartender influencers
Oh yeah, I do.
on
That
YouTube?
on YouTube, yeah, I do absolutely. If they're doing it right, do it. I'm not like I kind of give everybody crap because people are like, "Are you a mixologist or bartender?" And I'm like, "Well, you can kind of be both."
Well, the
I mean,
mixologist, bro. The ologist.
I don't know, man.
I'm
I
not-
like the term just artisan
Yeah.
drink maker or something. Like, fuck this mixologist shit.
I mean, I don't have a handlebar mustache and wear an apron, so I'm not a mixologist. But I do.
That's
I am.
Let me
exactly
ask
what he
you a
wears.
question,
That's,
though, yo.
That's exactly what Steve the Bartender wears. He wears that apron.
But
and
that's my thing, though.
But
It's
he's
like
great.
people-
He's great at what he does.
Yeah, some people take it serious and they want to look like that guy
Is
that
he
goes
though?
bully.
Is he really great?
I mean, I've never
Is he-
tried his drinks. But
Right.
It looks.
It's like the
Well,
Mar-
I mean, it looks good.
He's like the equivalent of Martha Stewart on YouTube, but he's a bartender.
Yo, no, hold on though.
But
We'll
does
talk
he got
about-
the felonies to match though?
But let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question though. Like, your aesthetic, right? And who are you talking to with your drinks? Are you talking to the dude who's gonna stop by that one-time bar and try a drink?
No.
Who are you talking to?
I want the people to come back. I want anybody that comes to my YouTube, anybody that comes to my TikTok, I want them to feel like they're at a bar. I want them to feel like
Come by every afternoon. We
That's
right
it.
here.
Yep.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you too. There's a lot of people that now and when we repost it, they got stuff in their cabinets at home. You know what I mean? There's lemons in a vegetable drawer. There's syrup here. There's this. There's that. Please enlighten them. What can they make at home? Where they're like, if they got the most minimal ingredients, like I know that's tough for you.
the easiest thing you can make at home would be a screwdriver, vodka and orange juice.
Now, is there a special way to make a screwdriver?
Right? How do I?
How can you elevate a
How
screwdriver?
do I
at
put
home?
fishnets on my screwdriver?
Do I
You know
do
what I'm
I put a
saying?
little bit of Worcester in the motherfucker?
You know,
Does it,
like, how do I?
If that's what you want to do, like if that's, everybody does it. Everybody does it different. Like
I hear you. It's hard to say there's a common drink, huh?
Yeah, because even nowadays, it's funny because I haven't really technically been behind a bar for probably 10 years.
Word.
At an actual establishment.
No, this is what I wanted to ask.
That's a question
too.
I had
This
too.
is what I wanted to ask.
At an
My
establishment.
man sets up, bro, on the spot.
Yeah.
I said elevators earlier.
Yeah.
My man would jump in the elevator and be like, and
That's a bar
he
for
had
your
fucking
ass.
bottles in the holster, bandolier, and set up. Tell him about that, please.
My bar that I have in the car actually folds up into a DJ case.
That's fucking.
Bro, I will
I can set it up in
DJ
2
and
minutes.
drink you under my DJ table
Wow.
right
Wow.
now. Don't fuck around.
And it's,
Wow.
I
You
just-
scratch, I muddle, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, wow.
Like the motto for Mixed Up with TGM is cocktails, editorials, and fun. We're making
Hell
cocktails,
yeah.
we're talking about the industry, and we're having fun.
He
'Cause
told me a
that's-
story.
Now, when you say the industry, can I ask you something? Like, all right, a gentleman such as yourself versus a gentleman with a handlebar mustache and a striped shirt, particularly vegan or something as such.
his parents are.
Is there
paying
like a
his rent till
preference
he
in the
figures it out.
industry, or is the industry more focused on the skill, or is the industry focused on the aesthetic? Like, what can you tell us about that?
Depends on the establishment. If you're looking for a dive bars don't want somebody.
They don't want a fuck boy. I hear you.
They don't want somebody that's going to take 20 minutes to make a drink because dive bars, they want their customers serve. If you're working at a restaurant or one of those,
Does the 20 minutes equal quality though?
not really.
You didn't take long, my man.
No, not necessarily. I mean,
It's understanding of your ingredients, maybe. What do you think? I mean,
yeah, you definitely have to understand what's going in. What
Yeah.
you're putting in, what you're grabbing, how easily accessible everything is.
Now, let's say somebody right now is like seeing this shit and they're like, damn, I want to try to like start fucking with drinks. What are some some really basic principles that you can give somebody when they want to start, mixing drinks, getting into the craft?
Basically, your standard cocktail is going to be your alcohol, it's going to be your sugar, and it's going to be your mixer.
Okay. And
So
that's vital, right? Like those are
Yeah,
like,
that's it.
Okay.
Like this cocktail here had your alcohol base, had your sugar from the agave, and it had your mixer, which was the lemon juice.
now, do you like to pair drinks with meals?
I've done that.
Yeah?
It's time consuming.
I hear that. It must be, yeah.
I did an event in Vegas with a friend of mine doing a cookies and cocktails.
Okay.
So we paired cookies with cocktails. And it was
That
a big
sounds
event.
fantastic,
Yeah, it was great.
dude.
It was great,
Yeah.
but it was a lot of work because, he would say, "Hey, send me some ideas."
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we can mix this, sidecar with this, chewy, chunky chocolate, whatever.
Yeah.
But how are you making that chewy chocolate, whatever?
Hey, are you putting as much craft into that as
Yeah.
I'm putting into the drink to complement this fuck shit, right?
Or are you just going and buying some Toll House?
See, now that's upsetting. Fuck, I'd be hot, bro, if I'm over here like making syrups freshly and everything. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
And at that class, we actually taught them how to make the drinks to go with the cookie.
That's dope. Now, what was a really good pairing? What was your favorite pairing?
It was actually it was a mimosa with a turmeric orange cookie.
Turmeric orange cookie. Fuck.
And it was something about the citrus and the orange that just clicked with that.
You like Southern Comfort?
I don't not like it.
Okay.
It's
What do you drink on the regular?
What do I am my regular go-to is it would be Martell Blue Swift, which is a cognac.
Yeah, I know Martell. Actually,
Yeah.
my father-in-law's all about Martell.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, that's that cheap brand at the store, though, and that's interesting. Why
It's-
Martell?
Because I just think Hennessy is overplayed.
Fuck, man, I hear you on that.
I think it's
And I
overplayed.
used to be big on Hennessy. I never really went into Remy Martin much for the cognacs because I don't like that sparkling to a cognac. I don't think for me.
Yeah.
But that's interesting, Martell, huh?
The Blue Swift.
The
'Cause
Blue
it's-
Swift, huh?
I find it that for me, I feel like it's equivalent to Hennessy.
Interesting.
And if I'm out in a restaurant, and they don't have the Blue Swift, I'm drinking a Jaegerita.
What the fuck is a Jaegerita, my guy?
It's just a Jägermeister margarita. So you got the Jägermeister instead of tequila. So you're doing the Jägermeister, you're doing the triple
Off top on the citrus notes and everything. I see how that works because I know that Jaeger is basically licorice. So it's like, yeah.
And Jaeger is so like the thing that frustrates me is everybody hates Jaeger
Because they're dumb fucks and they think
Yeah.
they just drink it for what it is,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, but it's because, think about it. Like, for example, what I was saying earlier, Cisco, nitrate, all of these things. Are those even things you're supposed to consume directly or are those liqueurs? What the fuck are those things? Are they just cheap liquor
they're
fucking
just cheap.
fusions?
Just that's it. Cheap wine cocktails.
And see, that's the thing is that you got a big wino culture with a lot of people, yo.
Yeah,
Especially because
exactly.
they're like, oh, I drink 211 or I fucking, people drink monsters with malt liquor and
Right.
shit. So it's like,
Horrible.
Where's their palate at,
Yeah, and then they're just gonna, like Jägermeister. You're gonna wake up in your front yard in your underwear or whatever, and people don't like that.
Yeah.
And if
Yeah.
I had a chance to meet John Taffer.
Okay.
And I've been a fan of John Taffer before Bar Rescue. Like I worked at a bar, and I remember as a bar manager, the owner said, "Here, this is what we have all of our bar managers read," and it was a big ass thick book set called like Taffer Solutions or by Taffer Dynamics.
By him.
And this was back in 2001. And then to see Bar Rescue, and it was just, I'm like, okay, cool, he's doing something with it. Then I'm like, damn, he's falling victim to it, And then I saw him at the nightclub bar show in Vegas one year, and he was with all of his publicists and all that. And my daughter was just born at the time. And I jumped right in line. I said, hey, can I ask you a question? She's like, no, back, get up. If he has time, he'll give you 5 minutes.
Damn.
I said,
I
all
hate
right.
that snobby shit, bro.
And I said, all right, I just had a quick question for him. Because I have this thing where if I meet anybody, I have a list of people in my head that I want to meet.
Okay.
And if I meet those, I know that my time is this much.
So you have specific questions prepared?
I have specific questions prepared.
Wow.
And my question for him at that moment was, and I asked his publicist, I said, I have one question. That's it. And he said, what's your question? I said, my daughter is, I think she was 6 months, a year at the time, whatever it was. And I said, my daughter's going to be raised in this industry. How do I teach her to have respect for the alcohol? Because I'm not sure that I can teach respect for alcohol because I had to learn it.
How did you learn it?
The hard way. Just
I see
realizing-
what you mean, trial and error.
Yeah, you drink too much. You drink too
You
much.
become a fountain, you understand.
Yeah. And that's what it was, is... oh, thank you. And, and so the guy looked at me and said, that's a great question. And I remember he pulled me off to the side and he's like, just wait. So he finished his interview. He said, no pictures. I said, fine. He said, he's got a big list. No pictures. You got 5 minutes. No problem.
Yeah.
And I was standing there with John Taffer, and he was looking me in my eye, and he was talking to me like a father.
Wow.
And he was telling me the only way you're going to get her to respect the alcohol and the industry that she's being raised into is that she has to start with the foundational respect for you and her mother first. And he said, that is how you build the respect. I mean, that's just common sense, right?
Right.
But you don't think about it.
And just to hear somebody, you're waiting to hear something that's more related to the craft, the product, anything else. But to hear that it starts in the family is crazy.
Speaking of which, shout out to everybody that's in the chat, tuned in. Chad said he has some great stories to go with his drinks. Goddamn right he does.
This is all, so go back to TikTok. So I started consuming TikTok in April. And then I started actually posting. And I would follow these bartenders online, and I was like, yeah, they're making drinks. They're cool.
Are you still on the Brass Monkey, or you went back to?
We're gonna switch it up.
We got to
We're
get
gonna-
some more Fight Clubs.
We're gonna
going if we
switch.
can.
No, we're gonna switch up something else here in a minute because we got a story with it. And I started seeing people hashtag bar talk, and I said, what is this bar talk? So I just kept doing what I was doing, and I kept telling the stories that go with the drinks that I best remember. And I eventually got invited.
fire.
I eventually got invited into this bar talk group, and it was all the bartenders that I'd been following on bar talk.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro.
And it was great because I just seeing these guys, and I had so much respect for them because they've been on. For me, TikTok was just, chicks with their boobs hanging out, dancing and lip syncing to music.
Oh yeah.
And not that
And
I'm
we love that.
Yeah, not
And
that I'm
we
against
love
that.
you, TikTok.
Don't
not that
you
I'm
slow
against
down.
that. Not that
Don't
I'm
you
against
slow
that.
down or nothing.
No, but it's like understanding where you're at in the environment that you're
Yeah.
trying to make content about alcohol for and explain shit.
Yeah.
And then there's a boob video right after you and a twerk video right before you. Yeah.
And how do you get that? How do you get that? How do you draw that in? Like, there's people on the scroll. Just show me the next TikTok.
Attention span is
Yeah.
very minimal.
I
And
mean,
so-
TikTok speaks to that like Vine did. Yeah.
And so the folks that are in here are amazing. They're part of the Bar Talk family.
That's
And
right. Hey, well,
support
we
each other.
appreciate y'all pulling up.
We support each other. And
Wait, hold on, time out. He said, we have respect for you, Tool. Such great videos. Tool.
Hey, I've been called worse.
Yo, y'all must be drinking on your end too.
Yes. Yo, if this was my bartender,
Yeah, I fuck with that.
I'm in.
So that's dope. So what was the link to the conversation? So he told you, okay, it
Yeah.
starts with y'all having respect
Starts
for
R&D.
the child,
Come
for
through,
you
bro.
guys.
Yeah.
Through.
And then you raise her with that respect, and she's going to, once she has that respect, she's going to begin respecting herself enough to know to not let this industry take her under.
Isn't it wild? It has nothing to do with the industry in the end.
It's all about it's
Family values.
Yeah.
But like real family values, not like the catchphrase or,
the word that you just throw around.
Fuck, people do it too much,
They do.
man.
They do.
But it's a real
What's
thing,
up,
though,
fam?
man.
What's up, fam?
Let me ask you something,
What's
though.
up, fam?
Now,
I'm a ding dong.
Your family. How
Fuck
tight's
outta
your
here.
family?
my family is not tight at all. My wife's family makes me a little jealous. Like she is.
I hear you.
No, not jealous.
She's
It makes you appreciate, like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm included.
but I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy that I'm not tight with my family. You know,
Right.
like
Hey.
I'm fine with that.
You know you're dodging a bullet all its own, right?
I'm
hear
fine
you,
with
brother.
that.
I
I'm
hear
fine
you.
with that.
Yeah,
But
I'm fucking with you, Chad.
My-
I'm fucking with you, Chad. Chad was like, no, 2 in all caps.
That's funny.
We have a good time over here. Real shit.
My oldest brother, he's 10 years older than I am, and him and I have created this crazy bond. Again,
Oh, 2 with the exclamation point.
over
He's
music.
right. I saw 2.
Over music.
Sorry.
And
sorry.
he got me into like Anthrax, Megadeth, stuff like that. And
Anthrax is hard as fuck.
For those that don't know, Anthrax put on
Public Enemy.
Public
No.
Enemy.
Yeah.
Real shit? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Facts.
Yo,
You
I know
heard it here today.
Anthrax for being on Married with Children.
Hip hop and punk rock
That's what
married
I know
together.
them for.
Facts,
Bro.
Who did that first? Anthrax.
Bro.
Facts.
That's
Hit him with the
hard.
stamp across the screen. Facts.
And so it's funny because now my brother he'll text me, hey, and I'm using because I know the respect for Doom in the industry, and my brother sent me a text, hey, can I like MF Doom?
Can I? Yo.
And I'm like, above, and I said above that, yes, but above that, who gives a shit what you like?
You are the you became the authority.
But there's a respect there. He asked you
Yeah,
that
yeah,
because
exactly.
he knows you're a real hip hop head.
Yeah.
So he's not gonna. He would give you shit if you pretend to be a rockhead. You're a poser, right?
Right.
So it's fire.
Cheers
bro.
to that.
Cheers to that with my empty ass cups.
Yo.
This shit is lit.
You said there's something next that's swole. Let me get that patch. How do I iron that?
You motherfucker. He got me. He got me. He beat me to the fucking
Bam.
patch.
Bam.
That shit is hard.
Bam.
Put
You
that on
heard-
a sweater. Yeah, put that on a sweater. Swole.
Man, I walked into you got a educator on the industry and things like that. People like I think the life is fucking rough, bro.
It
and I
is.
didn't realize that until Superman, the first Superman that was ever on screen.
Yeah.
George Reeves.
Yeah.
When he became Superman, like it was like, yo, this is a comic book, whatever. He had to be sauced all the fucking time to be Superman. He didn't want to be Superman.
To not
And-
laugh his ass off while he was because he was
He's
a
like,
super
"Please,
serious actor.
please,
Yeah, he was a
please,
super
another
serious
one.
actor.
Pour me another one, please. And anything you watch in black and white, there's a high chance everybody was inebriated. Decisions were made completely blown out of
Bro.
their fucking mind.
What's her name, man? Wizard of Oz, man. Dorothy.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Fucking. I know.
Doug, you know how many people almost died making that movie? They said that the silver that they sprayed on the Tin Man and the green that they used on the fucking witch.
Yes.
Those paints had lead.
and we're fucking him
Oh,
up,
bro, they were killing them.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And they muscled it out. Like,
Yo,
fuck it.
but homegirl though, they had her pilled up per MGM's like literal
What was-
inner
what was her
office
name?
notes. Fucking damn, I love how ignorant I am right now.
Whatever
off
her
this
name
alcohol.
is, yo, cheers to her.
I want
I'm
to say
almost
Dorothy,
out.
but it's Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. You fucking good. No, who is it, yo? Come on. Anybody? Anybody?
Somebody said you should have brought the LBC snowman.
Oh,
yo,
dude. Yeah.
Hold on.
tell
Hold
the story.
on.
Is there a Yeti in Long Beach that we don't know about? What the fuck?
So the LBC Snowman started off as it's a costume.
Okay.
It's an inflatable snowman costume.
Okay.
And it started off to bring joy to the neighborhood kids.
Yes.
Oh, that's
for
tight.
Christmas. For Christmas, I put it on and it blows up, and I look like a big stupid snowman.
I
And
like that.
So I've been doing TikTok videos every now and then and going live. You know, probably after I've had a couple too many. And
Or not enough.
Hold on. Judy Garland. Judy Garland.
There you go.
There you go.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding,
and I
ding,
put on
ding.
the LBC snowman, and so I've been doing a lot of the TikTok challenges with the snowman costume.
Oh, that's
just as
lit.
a joke.
That's
as a joke.
lit,
but,
bro.
So I am doing this affiliate partnership with this online liquor store. And, you know, I get a percentage. Of
Online. Look.
And what is
And-
that liquor store's link so that we may plug
It's,
that?
Right.
So it's
Is that similar to a drive-through liquor
Yeah.
store?
it's CWspirits.com.
CW.
CWspirits.com.
And the promo code is Tyler5.
Tyler.
So
Tyler Durden. The Fight Club. Can I get another Fight Club?
and-
Come on,
Bartender.
man.
I got some drinks right here, but
Someone get knocked the fuck out, please.
Right.
so my
I wanted to destroy something beautiful.
I love that fucking line. Yeah.
So my incentives from CW Spirits, we get paid out every month.
Okay.
And my incentives go straight back into the community.
That's dope, man.
So my first one, I dressed up like a snow. I put the snowman costume on, and we were handing out gift cards at Starbucks.
That's lit.
You know, that's what it's about. Like, I don't take any of that.
I mean, that's like little bits of joy, though, man. That shit matters, man.
I feel like, look, if I was ever in a position where they're like, hey, we like what you do, you appeal to the community, da-da-da-da-da, here's fucking $10 million. We want you to do this, that, the other. Like, you
Running to Mexico.
Yo, you funding a drug war.
Let's go, baby.
Yo, real shit. Yeah. No, I feel like you, the homie Ursel, like there's certain people that I've had on the show, athletes, comedians,
Much
actors,
better men than ourselves.
you know, and then, like if they were to like if I was the personality in the face of, I'd be like, look, he's in, she's in, she's in. Like, we're gonna bring you everything. We're gonna feed you, we're gonna get you loaded, we're gonna take care of you, we're gonna dress you, everything's gonna be legit. And I
Everything
feel
you
like you're one of
fucking
those people. That's why I'm glad I got to have you on my outlet. And I'm not even that fucked up yet.
I appreciate that.
But I'm working on it.
I thought I was gonna be tore down. I've been
let's-
sipping everything to the last drop. Actually,
It's just so tasty though.
So this is something mellow.
What's
but there's a
this?
story behind it.
What's the? That's more
Okay.
important.
I ordered a
than
Fight
anything.
Club like 15 minutes
This
ago.
is
but I'm just saying.
this is where we're gonna bring in some hip hop history.
Okay.
Okay, tell the story, please.
So that's a fuzzy navel. The fuzzy navel was created from peach schnapps.
This
back
has
in-
nothing to do with the fuzzy anus.
This takes
I
me
have no
back
idea
to
what
the
fuzzy
Boone's
butthole-
farm.
I haven't gone to the fuzzy anus side of
Okay,
the hub
all
yet.
right.
Whoa.
Whoa.
But
No
back
one's
to the
ba-
fuzzy navel. You know, it's funny.
So-
Boone's farm had a fuzzy navel.
Right.
So
And it was based
elaborate.
off of this. So in the 80s, schnapps was a big thing.
True. Yeah.
And one of the owners of one of the major schnapps company, he had a peach farm. So he made
God damn it.
he made peach schnapps.
What a piece of shit. I
And
love it.
so also in the
He shot pornography on Polaroids. He had very fancy photo albums to put them in.
He had a peach farm, and this is why we have presidents of the United States of America. Like,
and so also in the rise of the 80s was the rise of the sexual cocktails. Like there was a lot of Harvey Wallbanger, you know,
Sex on the Beach.
Sex on the Beach, all that. So,
All that shit, yeah.
And it was all started by one man, Ray Foley, who is like, he is the grandfather of bartending.
Is he related to
Question.
Axel Foley?
Oh,
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
that's
he
Beverly
came-
Hills Cop, y'all. In case you don't fucking know. Question, though. Side question, sorry.
The heat is on.
Who invented the adios?
I have no idea. Somebody who was on a mission.
So many people got pregnant because of that
He was
shit.
out of here.
So
He
many
was
people
so
got pregnant
fucking-
because of that shit. I want to know.
He was so out of here.
So he took this peach schnapps, gave it to Ray Foley, said, we need to make a drink for marketing. So Ray Foley added orange juice to the peach schnapps, called it a fuzzy navel.
This tastes like sex. I've
now-
had a lot of sex.
So
It's a clean girl.
You know? Right.
So now speed up.
It makes me wanna
now
straighten
fast
out my
forward-
life
Fast
and-
forward a
and
couple years,
make
you
different
got,
decisions.
Takes a Nation $1 million to hold us back.
Yeah.
Public Enemy album. There's a song on there that Flavor Flav starts off. Right?
God bless him.
There's a song that starts off with Flavor Flav. You can vaguely hear it in the back. It's that cold Medina. That cold Medina. That cold Medina. You can't.
Funky Cold Medina.
How does you can't have Flavor Flav on a track saying that fuzzy navel, right? It's the cold Medina.
Ah, okay.
So fucking
now-
hold the fuck up.
Right.
Funky Cole Medina's fuzzy navel?
Nope.
Oh,
Now,
shit.
Now they have a harder version of the fuzzy navel. Add some vodka to it. It's called the hairy navel.
I don't know, man.
Just
I don't know a lot of people named Harry that I trust.
It's called the hairy navel. Measure with your heart.
You should better judge.
Hold the fuck up.
Hey, you should better.
Overflow this motherfucker.
So
You just called me a bitch all night.
Right? Okay. Just, what? Leave the bottle. Leave the bottle. Ain't no bitch. Ain't gonna be no bitch.
so now you got the hairy navel.
That's definitely hairy.
How
Let
do
me
you-
tell you.
How do you get hip hop to market the hairy navel? Flavor Flav goes to Young MC who's producing Tone Loc.
Tone Loc.
Is that funky Cole Medina?
We can't play it, but you know it.
'Cause
You
we'll
hear
get-
it in your head.
We will get flagged.
Again, the funky Cole Medina is another drink that
Funky Cole Medina.
people make and they mess up. They don't know the history.
And a lot of hip hop babies were made.
So Funky Cold Medina
Is
is
vodka.
peach schnapps, vodka, and orange juice.
Yep.
Interesting how orange juice or the orange flavor citrus seems
yeah.
to be like hip hop centric in its flavoring. What that's fucking interesting to me. Wow. Okay, so then now Thug Passion. This takes me back to Thug Passion.
Let us not forget.
We drank a lot of Thug Passion back in the day, so we got to find this shit out. Now, have you had it? What do you think of it? That versus the Incredible Hulk. What is your
It's all perfume in a glass.
oh,
fuck?
geez.
See, that's how I feel about an
But I
adios.
felt-
An
but I felt-
adios to me is that exact thing. That's why I was like, who invented this garbage that every woman gets pregnant to?
But it felt fancy, so I was like, I can't be wrong for liking this.
Right.
You know, it's expensive. It sounds fancy. It's
And-
almost French in
And
a
they
way.
even did another thing that came big because you had a big MC behind it pushing it was the Nouveau, the pink sparkling.
That's every rapper.
Vodka.
Every rapper out there right now.
We won't
reps
even
the
get into
Nouveau.
that.
Yeah, nah, that's true.
But they brought on.
But Nouveau's trash, right?
I mean, depends on who it is.
Okay.
You know, again, if you're in a pinch, it's probably the best shit there is.
If you're in a pinch, oh shit,
And you don't want to
Yo.
you don't want to drink bottom shelf vodka. You're gonna drink.
Taka.
No, Stolichnia to me is the bottom of the bottom. Like, yo.
Yo.
So
Oh my God.
Nouveau was brought to the forefront by MC Search.
Okay.
He
Search
created-
is
Interesting
thank
dude,
God
right?
for Search because he brought us Nas.
he brought us Nas.
He did, true indeed. And
And-
Nas will
and-
tell you himself.
And as far as I'm concerned, one of the dopest beats in hip hop.
Yeah, Search is the man.
That here it comes.
I have some friends over here that are off camera, and I've been telling them about this fight club. And I'm like, hey, I'm inviting you to the fight club. Can we hook them up with some fight clubs?
Yeah, I don't know how the smoke is going to taste in a plastic glass. But
Well,
we can
take
hook- we can hook-
take that glass, and here.
We're all about recycling and
You know,
repurposing
hey,
here at the Pawz One podcast.
We are
and-
green here.
And in an attempt to show our recycling and repurposing.
This one will be mine because there's still vegetables and stuff left in it.
We're going to
That'll be mine.
reuse these cups in order to.
I can put them in plastic cups. It's no big deal.
No.
Okay, no.
No, glass.
Aesthetics
glass.
matter, goddammit. Even though the cups have been reused.
But I'll say, look, but I'll say this though, honestly, like all of us, if I know there's smokers out there, there's people out there that are like, yo, I don't really fuck with alcohol.
Shit, I'm a smoker who
No,
don't
I
really
know,
fuck
I know,
with alcohol.
I know. But when you got good alcohol, that's the difference. It's kind of like with weed when they're like, yo, bro, look, hit this.
To me,
Hit
if
this,
you
I
got an
promise.
artisan in your presence, it's an insult not to partake.
You know,
That's my
if it's
philosophy.
food, if it's alcohol. But I think what's cool is like to have friends of mine that are really good at what the fuck they do, and they care about you, and they care about what you're gonna feel.
What's that
Thoughts on the
Godfather?
indie
Indiegogo gin?
Oh, and the
Indago
Indigo
gin?
Gin by
Indago?
it's Snoop Dogg. So he has to put dog in everything.
I feel like Snoop could sell anything, bro.
That's why y'all need me as a guest. Can of talk, girl.
Well, you can be in here soon. And
Yeah. Can of talk.
because
You
we
know
have the
We
snow
talk
cap-
a whole lot of canna.
We have
Let
the
me just
snow
say.
caps.
I think Indigo Gin is fantastic. It's strawberry infused gin. Mix it up with a little bit balsamic vinegar, some basil,
We have the lemon
And-
cake
Damn,
batter.
balsamic vinegar and basil?
balsamic vinegar, some basil. Add some pinky up Topo Chico, and some lime juice.
All right, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go
See,
ahead.
that's how I know you staying in Long Beach.
Yeah.
You said on some Topo Chico. What
So
the
check
fuck?
this out. I'm gonna go ahead and break it all the way down. So my sister is half white. Her husband is 100% white. And I remember he was like, yo, you want an Irish car bomb? And I was like, not really. Cause but he's like, no, it's Bailey's, it's this, it's that. And we were at a bar, we were smoking cigars. It was dipped in cognac and fancy
that's
stuff.
classic, that's
fancy,
classic, yeah.
very, very fancy stuff. And he was like, yo, you want an Irish car bomb? And I was like, well, what's in it, you know? And he's like, well, it's Bailey's, it's this, it's that. I had it, dropped it in, and to this day, it's been like 15 years, I cannot forget that drink because it had everything. And the experience, dropping the shot into the Guinness.
It's interesting how it's like a sake bomb in another format.
Yeah, bro. It was it was great.
The original drink that it's based off is the Boilermaker.
That's the
Tell
one
us
I've
the
heard.
key ingredients to that.
And what's the difference, if you don't mind me asking?
The Boilermaker is basically your lager, beer, Budweiser, Bud Light, whatever.
Can I tell you about my drink? My drink is called the toilet bowl. It's not where you want to be, but it might be where you end up. And
Pray to the porcelain god.
all praises due.
And then you just drop in a shot of whiskey and take it. That's it. And then the car bomb, you got your Guinness, and then you got your shot glass with your Irish whiskey and your Baileys.
Yes, the Bailey's cream.
The secret is drop that shit fast because the Baileys curdles. Yeah, the Baileys is gonna get pretty chunky.
Yeah, and so you gotta hit it
So
quick.
your fucking stomach after
Yeah,
that
so you
fucking
gotta hit it
But-
quick.
So I've been making Irish coffee car bombs.
Oh fuck!
So I take the cold brew coffee and
that
mix it
means
with
if
the
I
Guinness.
have that means I could blow somebody up, but if I have work to do afterwards, I
And-
can still get my job.
In fact,
done.
there's a lot-
savage
You know?
shit, bro. That's
Hey.
what we're all about here.
In fact, a lot of people are finding it
That's-
offensive to say Irish car bomb because of the
Well,
era that it came out.
Hold on, time out.
But I don't care. I mean,
Time out. Hold on. I seen a meme that said Lucky Charms is not changing their logo or their trademark or their mascot because they're not bitches
Right.
and they're not so sensitive. You know what I mean?
exactly.
Everybody's sensitive. Though.
Exactly. Everybody's
Don't be so fucking sensitive.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna tell you about my drink. It's called the Toilet Bowl. It's a real thing. You can ask the homie John Henry. We were at a bar in Portland, Oregon. It's a whole lot of heroin addicts, Oxycontin addicts, and we go and we just want to play pool and drink. And they're like, "Look, the sun is still out. We can't serve you anything hard yet. So order whatever beer you want." And they gave us PBRs, and I was like, "Fuck, PBRs." Ugh. All right, fuck it. Can you throw some martini olives in there? So the martini olives sink to the bottom like turds. And I looked at John Henry and I was like, cheers. That's
Wow.
the toilet bowl. Bam.
Wow.
We're drinking out of the toilet bowl.
Wow.
Right now, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just
And
heard.
we just killed it. Like
Alcohol
like 12
history.
Of them. 12 of them. Bam, 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 bam.
You right about that, Rosie. She said Ralph.
Yeah. I call Ralph all the time.
Okay,
Fight
so,
clubs.
So we're right here, and we getting this last drink in. We'll call it the cap off unless we got one more coming.
Fight Club. Fight Club.
One more Fight Club coming? Okay, so.
What's rule number one?
Oh, yo. How many Fight Club is he making? How many Fight Club is he making?
Who wants a Fight Club? Raise your hand.
Okay, this man wants a Fight Club.
Well, look.
So that's one. We got
I'll
one
tell you-
over there. He smiled. That's two.
Hold on. If the next show comes through the fucking door, then the real Fight Club is starting.
And then
I'll tell you what.
we give them a drink too.
You know?
Because
they could drink after.
we're all about toasting here.
I'm just saying. So, Fight Clubs, it's great. Let's say 4. Fuck it. Are you drinking one, Tyler? He said no.
Tyler
All right.
said, "Fuck out of here, my
Well,
guy."
then I need at least 2 of
I'm
them.
trying to get home.
I need at least 2 of them.
I'm definitely gonna take another one down.
Dog, that shit is amazing.
Just for the culture. You know what I'm saying? So y'all could understand that I understand y'all, and I'm gonna take this
Yo,
drink.
I say this sometimes. I just want everybody at home to eat good food, smoke good weed, have good sex, drink good alcohol, listen to good music. Period.
And don't eat no dirty ass.
Yo, if you
Yeah.
can smell it from far
Smell
away,
checks, please,
hey, right,
ladies and gentlemen.
You know, you didn't even pull a fucking
Now, Tyler, we're gonna need like you to tell us all of your ads and give us all of the shout outs so that we can tell all the beautiful people out there how to reach you outside of this podcast.
We got to turn your
Here,
mic.
let's
Turn your
let's
mic.
turn this mic towards you, my guy.
Basically, every platform is at mixed up with TGM. MIXED.
Okay.
TGM.
And what's great is like,
TGM, and yes, it does look like the KPMG logo for those of you who know what the fuck the vibes are.
yo,
My guy is like, yeah, seriously, like I love the branding, but social media too, TGM, everything, right? Because if I remember,
Everything is mixed up with TGM.
mixed up with TGM, so mixed
all
up
one word.
with TGM, one word. That is the fucking vibe. Don't you fuck up and miss out on my man's content.
Fight clubs. So a lot of people were tuning in late.
Hip hop.
The Fight Club, you think it's what's the guy's name? I don't even remember his name.
Tyler Durden.
No.
Which one?
The regular dude who doesn't know Tyler Durden is his other side.
You know what's fucked up? I don't know his name.
Right. Yeah, he was writing haiku poems and stuff. I don't fucking know his name. Well, him. It's very sociable on the surface. You have your apples and stuff like that.
You got your apples, you got your oranges, and you have the Pawz One podcast.
You know? But underneath, understand is the Fight Club is bubbling. You know what I mean? And rule number 1 is...
Hey, you could catch it.
You know?
So...
Rule number 1 is... You don't talk about the Pawz One podcast. You must not be fucking talking about it.
I hope you are, but...
You better be.
If you aren't, it's okay, and you should live.
Yeah, tell people. Because look, I don't interview fucking rappers and fucking hip-hop and...
None of this
like,
shit.
I fuck with people that are inspired by hip-hop and create something new, something fresh, and it's influenced by... God damn it, that looks sexy as fuck right there.
See, that's
Give it to my friend over there.
That's a Fight Club coming in.
My friend Roy, right there.
Roy needs a Fight Club.
Oh, you take care of my friend over there.
Zero, do you drink, my man? Don't drink, my man? Okay,
Nah,
respect.
that's all good.
All good. We wanted to give my man a drink, but we will salute my man because he
it's all
coming
good.
up next. So we finna slide out of here. We've definitely taken as much as this alcohol can take us to.
Bro.
I'm a shadow box when this shit's over. So
No, bro, it's never been... I've never felt this...
elated?
Right, yeah.
You know?
Like, I've been to a lot of bars and a lot of places, and I've never felt so welcome and so taken care of. Everything, the ingredients. I feel
No,
like...
really, Tyler, my man. The stories and the drinks.
I feel like the guy that gave me this drink gave a fuck about me.
I'm saying. So,
Right.
on that note, cheers to my guy, Pawz.
We're gonna have these fight clubs.
It's
afterwards.
been another motherfucking week. Y'all already know what it is. Instagram, stop playing with us, man. Hop on the fucking YouTube. YouTube, salute.
Tell them where to find you, bro.
Switch, salute.
Find me everywhere online, Mixed Up with TGM. Cruise over to TikTok. That's where I'm most active, at Mixed Up with TGM.
Get your ass on TikTok.
If you're on TikTok, go follow my Bar Talk friends.
And if you're not, go tap in.
Just keep mixing it up and always keep people first.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
Take care of your people, goddammit.
Pawz One podcast. Y'all know what the fuck the deal is. LA traffic, by the way, with the drip this week. I got a sweater and so did Pawz, but Pawz didn't want to look like twins out here.
I didn't want to twin it up.
Ebony and Ivory, you feel me? But y'all know the fucking vibe.
Next week.
We're going to see y'all next
I
Sunday.
promise.
I hope y'all are safe. I hope y'all are good. I hope y'all have great sex and smoke good weed.
R&D.
We out.